So we're here with
Craig Holloway.
From the band
Cold as Life. I started jamming with these guys in the late 80s.
Yeah.
After high school.
Wow.
And I was with them for a period of time with the original singer Ron.
Yeah.
Beauty, and then we parted ways, and then I went in a different direction, and they continued on. And Ron was murdered, and then time went by, and the other band that I started was called Ricochet. Mm-hmm. And we jammed for a while. We put out some EPs and stuff like that, and initial records, did some touring, and that was going well. And then that ran out of gas, like a lot of bands do. But Ricochet had a reunion in like 2016, and when we played the show, Roy, who is the drummer for Cold as Life, he was at the show, and he wanted to get Cold as Life back together again. There was a hiatus where they took time off, so he invited me back to play bass.
So you're like the OG member from the band?
Some would say, yeah.
OG, but then returned. Yeah.
Exactly. I wasn't on like the recordings for Born to Land Hard or Declination, but I was on the demo.
So you were from Texas. How is it to be in a Detroit band?
Well, I'm originally from Detroit.
You're in
Yes. And then in '95, that's when they put out Born to Land Hard. I had moved to California, and I was living in the Bay Area, and I still like to draw. I like to draw, so I did some artwork, and I sent the guys a dragon picture, and they used it on the back of Born to Land Hard. So I kept in touch with them, and they sent me a copy of the CD. I was happy to see that they used it for the CD, and we still make merch with it on. So,
okay, nice. So tell me about your work as an illustrator and tattoo artist.
Well, I always liked wanting to draw. I used to be the guy in the back of the classroom who would sit there and draw the teacher not paying attention. And they always say, oh, that won't amount to anything. You need to pay attention. You can't get anywhere with it. And it's like, well, I can't pay attention. Too boring. So just always drawing, and it's an inexpensive way to entertain yourself.
Yeah.
Never stop. And I thought that tattooing would be an amazing transition. And so in the late 80s, when I was doing Cold as Life, they were getting tattoos. And it wasn't really popular back then, in our area at least. And they're like, hey, you know how to draw, you're doing our t-shirts, you're doing our flyers, you should get some tattoo equipment and start tattooing us. Like, oh, all right, you know, I was kind of nervous. I didn't know how to tattoo. So I ordered on the back of a magazine a kit. This Spalding and Rogers is the coil machine, so it's everything's like, more updated.
Yeah,
exactly.
I know.
And I had a buddy come over, and he's like, tattoo me. And I'm like, well, what do you want me to tattoo? So let's draw something cool. I go, all right. And so I drew like a skull with a helmet on. I put it on his leg, and he was reading me the how-to tattoo book. I was doing it. So needless to say, it didn't go really well. So I took a hiatus from that because I was intimidated. It's like, oh my God, it's done him forever. I wish it was better. But he's happy with it. Of course, he still has it.
Really? That was...
Oh, yeah. He didn't cover it up. No, it's still the same.
Nice.
Yeah.
Then you put a very good first tattoo.
Yeah, it's probably my best work. But I started doing I did another apprenticeship in 2006, and more recently, about a year ago, I'm working at a shop in Kyle, Texas, which is right outside of Austin, and they're called Faces in the Dark, and they're amazing. Everybody there is like award-winning artists. It's like, so they're showing me the ropes, and it's really intimidating, but it's exciting. I love it. It's fun.
But it really pulls you up, right? When you're working with artists who are like better than you.
Oh yes, yes, that's how you learn. For sure.
Yeah. You guys, this is your stage, man. Up here. Come on, we came a long way to be with you guys. Come be with us. Come on, man. Come hang out with us. Get up here. Hey, kick that fucker in the face. Come on, man.
Your band Run for Trauma.
Oh, Run for Trauma is a Texas band. So after I lived in California for 10 years, I met my wife Rose, we started a family, we had twins, and our house was too small for everybody. So at the time I was commuting, I was driving to advertising agencies. I'm a storyboard artist, so if you have an idea for a commercial, I'll draw it out like a storyboard. Yeah. It's like a visual, like when a filmmaker makes a movie, they draw it out before they film it.
Yeah, it's like a mood board, right?
Yeah, exactly. And I was driving to agencies there, and you probably heard about traffic in California. Well, it's true. I mean, I would go 10 miles and it'd take me 2 hours, so it's like enough of this. And we moved to Texas. Yeah. And what's nice is in 2005, people were starting to get more comfortable working from home and their computers. So I was able to work from home, and then I transitioned really well through that. And then while I was there, I got interested in playing music. I've always been in bands since I'm 16 years old. Yeah, like a couple of years ago, I was just turned 16. But,
oh, 2 years ago.
Yeah, that's right. And I met some guys in the scene with Bob Fuentes, Alan Slayton, we called him Slaytoken, and Felix Griffin. Yeah. He was famous already, and I was a big fan of Felix. He was in the band DRI and a bunch of other bands. But I remember seeing Felix when I was little, well, younger, I say little, like 17 maybe, in Detroit. And they were doing a tour with Ludacris and Nuclear Assault, and it was like $5, and the place was packed, and I just watched him. He was pretty young to be in that band at that time. He was a little bit older than me, but not much. Yeah. And I just thought, wow, one of these days I would like to meet that guy. And sure enough, I got asked to jam in a band with him. Oh, nice. And we put out an EP, and then we actually traveled, and we toured Europe.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You did?
Mm-hmm. And then the band broke up.
Oh.
Yeah.
Revolution calling!
then we have some questions about. Well, yeah, I have to welcome you now. Oh yeah, welcome to the Netherlands.
Well, thanks for having me. Yeah.
Do you like it to be here?
Oh yeah, I love it.
What do you like about the Netherlands?
What do I like? Oh, well, I like the people.
You like the people?
Yeah.
Not the weather so much.
Well,
because
it's
cold as ice now.
It's a lot like Michigan, so I'm not too afraid of it. So yeah, it's good. Texas is a different story. Texas is way warm, like probably 80 degrees today in Texas.
Yeah, and you have been here before.
I have. In 2017, Polish Life with Roy, we were here and we played Rotterdam in Gonnella. 2 shows.
In Gonnella?
Yes.
Yeah, that's like 5 kilometers from where I live.
Oh, really?
I live in
Oh,
Sittard.
okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, but I wasn't at the show,
Oh, right.
unfortunately.
That's cool.
And it's it seems like the band grew up with a lot of problems. How did you guys keep standing? Like, how did the
surviving?
band keep standing?
Oh yeah,
Survive. Yeah.
For sure. I think the band has a black cloud over it, a history of bad luck. I think it's getting a lot better now. But when you're young and you're wild, you're not being supervised, you run wild. You get in the streets, and the streets of Detroit are rough.
Yeah, I heard so.
You
Yeah.
get in some trouble, and you just look out for your buddies and just try and keep your nose clean. It didn't always happen. There was some murders, some deaths, and people that overdosed in the band. A lot of tombstones.
Yeah.
It's sad, but you just gotta prevail. I mean, it's the music and the fans that just wanting to do it that kind of is a lifeline that keeps us keeping on
Keeps
it.
you breathing.
Yes.
What were the bands that influenced you?
Well, I grew up like a lot of kids in my area riding skateboards, and there was a thing where we would exchange sets and people would make mixed tapes.
Yeah.
So you would hear bands that were new to you. Like I got a tape that had like Suicidal Tendencies on it, Dead Kennedys, and once I heard that, I was like, whoa! It made you want to find more of it. So you would go to the record store and you find the albums, and then you look at the bands on the back of the album and see what shirts they're wearing, and then that would influence you to buy other albums. And that led me down to finding bands in New York. And I'm a big fan of Agnostic Front, I like Crumbsuckers, Leeway, just about Cro-Mags, all those bands. I like anything that's heavy and aggressive with a purpose. It's got a message. And I like the West Coast bands, and I love punk too, like GBH and Exploited, and some of the lesser known bands. But yeah, I just can't get enough of it. I need to get out and research more of the newer bands because it seems like there's so many bands popping up. I'm losing track.
Yeah, but nowadays it's easier to find them.
It is.
Just click on like the sort of artists or whatever, But back in the days, you just look at the CD and watch this.
Exactly. Or your friend would let you borrow. You're like, who's this? Yeah, you'll check it out. You like it.
What are they wearing? Yeah, you already told what happened to the band, pretty much.
Yeah, I had some bad luck.
Could you give like a small recap of like what chaotic lifespan and what disbanded the band and reformed them again?
Oh well, I can't speak for all the guys, especially for the guys that I wasn't in the band with at the time. But we just had some unfortunate events happen. I'll give you one story. Our singer Ron. he was, he was our age, and he was a tough guy. He was a ball buster. I mean, he ran the scene, no lie. And he made some enemies, and then he was murdered. He was asleep, and his roommate killed him, shot him, and then the guy confessed to doing it. They arrested him, and then his grandparents put their house up for bail money, and then he disappeared. Yeah, we have a song called "Promise," and it talks about that in the lyrics, but nowhere to be found as far as we know, unfortunately. But
wow, that's heavy.
it's really sad.
So, how was it to continue the band without Jeff and the path away one?
Jeff got locked up. He had to spend some time in prison, and then when he got out, he was ready to play. He was anxious to play. And then Roy, he decided to. He wanted to disband before Jeff got out. Never really had a closure on that, so you'd have to ask him why. But happy to have Jeff back in the fold because I always had a bond with Jeff. Yeah, I thought he, big fan of Jeff. Take a beat.
Okay. Oh, what about the reunion show in 2023? How was it received?
That was amazing.
Was it?
Yeah, it was because when we were playing shows, we would play small dive bars, and they have somebody put on a festival like this festival. This is really well organized.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people.
Calling, by the way.
This is a big team of people.
Yeah.
There's a lot of gears working here,
Yeah.
and it's just we were like treated like rock stars. There was a fantastic lineup that played with us, and I was a huge fan of all the bands that played, and be able to be on the same stage as them was amazing. And there was probably close to 2,200 people, which is a lot of people.
That's a lot.
For Detroit. I was like shocked because I would have never guessed. And I think a lot of it has to do with bands like Turnstile. They're getting popular, and people are starting to notice hardcore, or more people are starting to notice hardcore, and the turnouts are tremendous. So I mean, I don't know if this would happen like 20 years ago, but I'm sure happy it's happening now.
Yeah, I am too. I'm here every year, so. Yeah, he will invite me, but I am invited already. So I want to really thank you for this interview.
Thank you.
And for being so open-hearted.
Oh, for sure.
And I want to wish you a lot of good luck with your show, Great Collection.
All right, thank
or
you.
don't.
Okay, I'll try not to.
Yeah.
Flash, I probably will.
Yeah, maybe somebody in the crowd.
Based on Fullest Life.
Yeah.
Sure.
I saw some bloody hands already, so I met you. Yeah, thank you very much.
Okay, thanks guys.
Bye bye.